let me get into some of the changes that are occurring for our class. Looking back at chapter one, or sorry, quarter one, now that we're in quarter two, I was looking at the grades and it appears that everybody either did their homework or they didn't. So I had the disparity of either a bunch of A's or a bunch of people who did not make A's but actually failed. And I sent out oodles and oodles and oodles of idea or reminds to say, hey, double check things, make sure you get it in. And I extended it and extended it, and I only had a few more people add stuff in. I spent my mornings and my days off to go back and look at stuff. So what I need to do first off is to shorten the time that I have assignments. So instead of giving a week, it's going to be the next time we meet. So for this class, we meet on Fridays. So I'm going to expect the assignment that I'm going to give you today to be due on Tuesday. If you had a class on Thursday, it would be due on Monday, but we meet on Fridays. So that is the plan for everything, okay? So I'm going to make things shorter times to have done. I'm going to be recording more so that you can see in case you miss the day. And the other thing that I plan on doing is, oh my gosh, I lost my train of thought. Oh, I do like the fact that I'm giving more time during class to work on it, but I'm going to be able to check to see who is working on stuff. And I'm going to be pulling people out into groups to say, hey, you're not on this yet. Why aren't you on it? So that I get those people going onto this. I know virtual isn't easy. I know it. It's like in-person class isn't for everybody. Virtual isn't for everybody. But we've got to come into a groove. We've gotten to a routine. So because of that, we're going to be getting into things a little bit more to understand and to give things worth more points and to get them due, to get them in, etc., etc. Now, to keep you updated, first off, there is a Quizlet that is set up, and First Hour had it set up into a section that literally says review stuff. So let me check into you. And the reason why I'm doing hour one and hour two is because I am putting this for both hours. So this is your class, semester one, hour two, and you are going to have the Quizlet for your class for a quiz for second hour on Tuesday. First Hour has it on Monday. This is going to be your set of words that you need to do. Okay. So if we kind of do this, you're going to see all of them. So patho means disease. Here we go. Large is mega. Where's mega? Stone, litho, rhea, discharge, like diarrhea, right? Lytic, destruction, photo, light. So you can play again. Down over here, you can choose your mode and you could do flashcards. So there is a variety of ways that you can put it together. So keep that in mind that that is what you can do. But this is what you need to study because the next time we meet, we are doing a test. And last time I gave you 3 minutes. This time I'm going to give you 2. So you're either going to know it or you're not. Now, if you do not take the test on that day, I've got a week for you to do it. I'll probably keep on sending you messages. You got to take it. You got to take it. You got to take it. You're not going to like me. And we got to schedule something. And if we do have to take it out of the class time, what I'm going to do is have you have a Zoom. You are going to have to actually see me face to face. So I'm going to need to see your face. I'm going to need to see your hands. And I'm going to basically ask you the questions and you're going to give me the answers. I'll use my little Post-it to take it and then I'll record. So it's probably to your advantage to take it during that class instead of out of it so that you can, and like the last one, it's going to be multiple choice. So keep that in mind, students. The next time you meet, you are going to have this next set of words and it is in study help over here underneath this way. Okay. Now, let's go down to our set of what we still have to go through before the semester, and that is going to be tissues and the skeletal system. So before the end of the semester, we're going to be spending oodles of time of tissue, and I'm not talking about this type of tissue. No. We're talking about tissues of the human body, and then we're going to focus on the skeletal system. So that is what our plan is. Let me take a look for you guys, and this is what we have going on. Today is Friday. For those in first hour, you could see what it was, and that was going to be for Thursday. And the first thing we're going to do is get you set up with a few things here. So I'm going to unpublish some of this just so that I can have my students stay in focus here. And I think this is, yep. So first thing we're going to do, if you have Mr. J, is, now I don't know why it does that, but it does. I'm going to actually have you add Kami to your Chrome. And Kami is something that you actually will be able to write on certain pieces of paper. And in this case, let me see if I can show this one. This is going to be your assignment of what you're going to have to do. And you won't be able to write on it and just click on it. You're going to have to open it up into something called Kami, and you'll be able to do it that way. So let me take you back to this. And here is a really great video on Kami.
Using the Kami extension is really cool because it lets you write on top of PDFs. So let me show you how you'll use this and how you can use it with assignments that your teacher gives you in Google Classroom. So the first thing you need to do is get the extension.
I'm going to stop this right here just so that you know when you use this, you have to be in Chrome. You can't be in Safari, you can't be on Internet Explorer or any other ones. It has to be on Chrome because it is what's called an extension or something that you add to the Chrome set of options. So please keep that in mind.
When you see it from the chrome.google.com, click that. It will open up in the Chrome Web Store, and then click Add to Chrome and click Add Extension. It will put the Kami extension button right up here. When you're ready to use it, you're going to have to click the button, and the first time it's going to ask you to either log in or sign up. So we are going to use our Google sign in so that it can be used with Google Classroom as well.
See? But we're not going to use Google Classroom.
So choose your account and put in your information.
Sorry, we're not using Google Classroom. Obviously, we are using Schoology, but it will still work in Schoology. But you still need to use your Google account for school, and this is why. The school district is thinking about actually buying it because right now what you're going to do is only have like a 43-day free trial, and if the district can actually buy it, then you will have access to it for longer than 43 days, okay?
Information, and then give Kami permission to work with your Google account. Okay, then you're going to choose one of these. You're going to pick that you're a student, and then you're going to click Finish. Okay, so now you're ready to use Kami. And so let's go into your Google Classroom. So
and you're not going to do that
from your teacher.
So I can just stop it right here because you're not going to be doing that. And what I will do right now is give you guys 5 minutes to work on it. Let's move on after you're logged into Kami then and you have all that because you're going to need that today. What I'm going to ask you to do then is to, hold on. So what you're going to do now is you're going to log in and create an account with something called Gizmos. And Gizmos has got this great online lab activities. So even though we aren't in a classroom, there's still ways for you to practice some things and do it online. So let me show you how to get into that one. Come on, there we go. You're going to follow this link, and link will get you to Gizmos itself. And so check your hour. We are hour 2. What we're talking about is this one. If you were in hour 1, this is the one that you use. But you have to sign in first, right? You don't have any type of account. So when you click into this one, you are going to see a sign up thing, and you are going to have to create an account, which is just fine. And you are going to want to create an account in a specific way. So once you click on here to register to enroll, and the district has bought this system for us, so you're going to have to use your school information. Let me show you. First name here, last name here. You do not have to put your email here. See, it says not required for students, so you do not have to do that. Here's where it gets tricky: username and password. Your username, and I'm going to go all the way up to here. Use your school S number as your username and use your school password. So for this part right here, username, you're going to use the S number that you are given from school, and you're going to use the password that is your school password. Then you hit submit. Once you hit submit, you're going to have to go into, and this is again, sorry, we're not in 7th hour, we're in 2nd hour right now. Or if you're in 1st hour, you do the 1st hour one. So I am going to copy and put that in the chat room, but this is the link that you're going to go to. Now mine is going to look differently, but it's going to be there, and then you're going to see the classes. So I'm going to give you some time then to log into that, and I will verify that you're doing that. I'm going to give you 5 yet, but let me show you what you're going to have to do in it. What you're going to have to do is, and again, you can launch it, but you can't do it yet, just so that you know. You go into the Gizmo and you launch it. This is what you're going to see. And you're going to see the air temperature at 32. You're going to see the body temperature at 99. And what you can do is move these, exercise a little bit more. You can have a person sweat. You'll be able to change a person's position, huddled, shivering, lying down. You can add clothing. You can have them drink some water. You can remove all of that. You can have them eat some food. And what your goal is going to be a variety of things. First of all, they're going to ask you just to play around with it, take some things to take a look at. And you're going to notice, like for instance, this person's water level and sugar level is high. And what you're going to want to do for some activities is try and keep the body temperature at 99 by adjusting any of these things that you need to for about, I think they wanted you to do it for 10 hours. Here is going to be the control to play. So for instance, I notice this person is at 98 degrees. You can't change this. So 98 degrees, notice the water level. So I'm going to have them drink some water. 95, going down. I'm going to have them do some exercise. 94 degrees, oh boy. And then I'm going to stop because I may have to rearrange some things, which I can do. Nope, I'm not going to have them sweat. I'm going to add some more clothes because they're cold. Body temperature is low. Still not enough time. And already I'm at 8 hours, 97 degrees. Maybe that will work. Getting a little fatigued, getting a little water. I'm going to have them drink some water and eat some food. And then I can play it again and stop. If I want to reset it, I use this button, which resets it all, and you can start again. So that is what you're going to have to do and work from. But there is a worksheet you're going to have to learn on and work on as well. And that's where you're going to want to stick in Cami and have Cami do the work for you. So let me bring that over here. Okay, so this is going to be the Cami that you work from. Now Cami will bring it, and see mine says trial ends in 44 days. And what you can do is you can add text box to this. So notice here it says, do these before using Gizmo. So these answers are not going to be in the Gizmo activity, but you can add a text box. You can add different colors and you can write your answers on it. So this is the nice part about this thing called Cami, and you can draw things on there. Okay. If you're like, oh, I didn't want to do that, I can click the eraser and erase all of this. Sometimes it doesn't want to erase all of it. Now I erased it all. So we can do that to it. You can make some comments. You can have it read. For instance, I have this red, or sorry, highlighted. Play it.
2019. Name, underscore, 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 underscore.
Okay, you may not like that underscore, 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 but I thought I had it just wanting to do that.
Prior knowledge questions.
Oh, there we go.
Do these before using the gizmo. A thermostat is a device that regulates the temperature inside a building.
So you can do that. And then that's picture I showed you, and you're going to go through, but you're going to use this to actually do the questions. And again, this will be due the next time we meet.